Alright, we're close to the end of September and it's time to cover up the pool because I have lots of trees here that the leaves are falling into the pool already. So this is what I got here. It's a 24-inch or 24-foot pool size cover because I got a 24-foot pool. It says the cover size is actually 28 feet. Okay, so this is the 10-year warranty, I believe, the one that I got. And this one's cool because it comes actually with a wire that's got vinyl coated wire, and it comes with a ratchet. So the wire goes in on one side and the other wire goes on the other side, and then you ratchet it up. Okay, that's pretty cool, and that's what keeps it tight around the pool. Here's the directions. You can see that's how it goes on with the ratchet. Pretty good idea, huh? And I did get a balloon for the middle as well to keep, to keep it from caving in on the middle. So I'm gonna go get this prepared to install on the pool. All right, here's the pool pillow. It's pretty big. This is gonna go inside the middle of the pool. It has a hole on both sides to run a rope to keep it in the middle of the pool. This is what I'm using right here. Alright, so we got the pillow there, and I used some rope to hold it off. I'll show you how I tied it. So you just want to tie this right up under here, this middle thing right here. Just go around and loop it, and that's it. One on both sides, try to get it in the middle. And then now it's ready for the cover. And you want to drain the pool down below the skimmer just a couple inches. Alright, there's the cover. And there's the stuff for it. There's the wire. And make sure before you put your cover on, you vacuum out the pool one last time. And as you can see, I got trees here, trees there, trees everywhere. And that's why I'm covering it. It's late September. And I'm not going to wait until these things start dropping all over the place. So getting it done a little early. Alright, so I got my daughter in there pulling it. We got it almost laid out. So now I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to loop it into the little rings there all the way around. Alright, now we're running the wire in the loops and working our way all the way around. I started over here because I want to access, if I need to open it, I want to open it here where the skimmer is, so I started here. And that's where my ratchet will be. Alright, next pull the ladder out. You don't want it in there. And then the wood's kind of close here, so we're going to tuck this in ever so carefully, not to rip it. Alright, next we're going to even out the tarp, make sure it's, evenly pulled all the way around. Pulled it down there. See how like this one's way up? You want to make sure it's pushed down. Be careful, like on here, this thing is really pulling. Now you don't want this thing stretched so tight that it's like that. You actually want it to sit down like that towards the water, according to the directions. Because if it's too tight, this thing will rip, probably the tarp will rip from the pressure. And that's it for now. I mean, I still have to empty out the pool a little more and get the skimmer, the water below the skimmer. Alright, so the skimmer is way too high. I want the water below the skimmer. I don't want the water to be draining here, so I'm backwashing the water out until I get just below the skimmer. I don't want any water in here. You could probably put a shutoff valve here, on and off. I don't have one, so the water will continually come down. If you have a shutoff valve, then you don't have to do that. You could just put one of these and then turn it, in the off position, and the water won't go down. But I don't have that connected, so I need this totally drained so no more water is going through my system. Because if you leave that water in the system, If it freezes over in the winter, all this pipes and everything in here can crack. Alright, so we're just making sure it's even on this side, and then when you crank that thing up, you're going to have this is going to be held in like that. So the wire is going to be holding that tarp down like that once you put the ratchet on it and tighten it up. Let's have a look on the other side. See, now this side's a little too low. I got to pull a little more on that side. Okay, record me over here. Okay, now for this ratchet, it's real easy. This side goes in here, and then this one goes through the hole down, just like that. Next one goes through the other side, and I'm going to go up on it. Actually, I'm going to go, yeah, you want to go up on this side. Just like that. So one's going up, one's going down. And pull it as tight as you can. So I'm going to pull this. Okay. And then I'm going to pull the other side tight. Pull these as tight as you can get it. Alright, so then just turn this crank to the right, and you'll see it spool in there a little bit, and then it'll be nice and tight. Really easy. Just turn this till it's tight. And you can see this thing's tied all the way around. You can see where we looped it. Just want to make sure this thing's up tucked underneath. Nice and even all the way around. And that's it. That's pretty much done. And it's almost done draining. Just want it below the skimmer. And once it's below the skimmer, disconnect your pump. Undo this thing so this thing gets emptied out. Same thing with here. Little drain hole there on your pump. Undo that and drain that out. And put the top on, and you're done. It's winterized for the whole winter. Also, if you get ice up here, snow, don't try to take it off. Let it melt per the instructions, because you could damage the tarp as well. Alright, this will be like this until probably May of next year. Alright, I loosened it up one more time to show you guys how easy it is to get this tight. Okay, once you have your lines in the holes, one in here, and through there, just crank this thing up. There we go. You can see this is tight now, all the way around. Make sure you have this all the way down though, because the wind will get up under here if you don't have this over your tarp. And again, make sure this thing is flat here. You don't want it pulled super tight like that, because it's too much pressure on the tarp, and then your tarp won't last too long. You end up ripping. Alright, we're done. I'm gonna go ahead. If you want to keep mosquitoes out, make sure you put some tape over that hole, because mosquitoes will still find their way into this little skimmer. You could even skim this little crack, but I don't think they'll be able to fit through the crack. But yeah, make sure the hole has got tape on it. Keep the mosquitoes out. Alright, pumped out as much as I could. Put this thing on winter settings, and I'll disconnect this. Let whatever's left in here come out. And the pump too. Open that one up and let this one drain. And that's it. That should drain whatever remainders coming out of this. Might take a little while. The cap on with the tape, no mosquitoes get in there. And I gotta wait 7-8 months before I can use this again. Hopefully the water is still clean. Every month I'll have to unloosen this this thing here and check my floater and put a tablet of chlorine in there about once a month.